Students, in our previous video, we have completed meristematic tissue and simple permanent tissue. And I have told you that the simple permanent tissues are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And in parenchyma, we have two types. First one is arenchyma, which have air cavities and which have the ability to float. And chlorenchyma means the simple permanent tissue which contain chlorophyll. They are come under parenchyma. Then collenchyma gives flexibility to the plant. Then sclerenchyma, we have completed that it have hardness and it provide hardness and stiffness to the plant. So next today we are going to discuss xylem and phloem, which comes under complex permanent tissue, and as a whole they are called vascular bundles also. Vascular bundles means having all the, here we have discussed that vascular bundles are the combination of vascular tissues. When xylem and phloem both collectively, they are called vascular bundle. And xylem has four subparts. The first one is tracheids, then vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem sclerenchyma. Whereas phloem has C tubes, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fiber. The xylem tissue, you can see here, they are the cells have thick wall, okay, and elements we have discussed earlier also. Vessels are the most important elements and are shorter, wider than the tracheids, okay. And what is the function of xylem? Naturally, the function of xylem is to transport or to conduct water, okay. If anyone asks you that what are the conducting tissues present in the plant, so the conducting tissue responsible for transportation of water is xylem, okay. Then we were talking about its elements. Vessels, I have told that it is a shorter and the wider than tracheids. Vessels and tracheids have tube-like structures that help in transporting of water and minerals vertically upward, okay, and with efficiency. Efficiency means in which we are giving less input and output is more. That is called efficiency. So for transporting, vessels and tracheids are used since they have tube-like structure. Then xylem parenchyma, it is used to store food and help in lateral conduction of water. Then in addition of transporting food and mineral salt from roots to leaf, xylem also provide support to plants and trees also because of its tough lignified vessels. Lignified means having lignin. Therefore, from lignin, the word has come lignified vessels. Okay. Then comes the turn of phloem. Phloem have seed tubes that are tube-like structures, and it have also four elements which we have discussed earlier also. The end of these seed tubes are called seed plates and perforated due to presence of pores. What are pores? Pores means small holes. Then phloem used to transport the prepared food from leaves to the storage organs, and these storage organs provide this food material to the growing region. Okay, growing region means wherever we see the growth of a plant, like the tips of shoot and root. In both the direction, phloem work, whereas the xylem work in one direction, vertically upward. These are the, you can see some differences between xylem and phloem. Xylem is used for conduction of water and minerals, whereas phloem conduct food. Xylem moves in one direction only, always vertically upward, whereas the phloem moves in both direction, upward as well as downward. Conducting channels in xylem is tracheids and vessels, whereas in conducting channels are seed tubes in phloem. Only xylem parenchyma is living, all other are dead. This is very important, that xylem parenchyma is living, other three are dead. Whereas all elements are living, only phloem fiber are dead. Okay, xylem conduct and give mechanical strength due to lignified vessels, whereas phloem conduct food, but it will not provide any mechanical strength. So I think this difference between xylem and phloem is clear to you. And again, I have some questions for you people, which are from the previous explanation only. It will become more easier. You can take screenshot and solve in your notes notebook. Then up to here we have completed all the plant tissues, and there are some questions also of index. Let us discuss. I am discussing here page number 73. First question is name type of simple tissues. So simple tissues we are having two types: simple permanent tissue and simple complex tissues. Then where is apical meristematic found? On the root and shoot tips. Then which tissue makes up the husk of coconut? That is sclerenchyma tissue. Then what are the constituents of phloem? That we have discussed earlier also. These are the constituents, like seed tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. So I think all the plant tissues are clear to you. Now let us start today animal tissues. What are animal tissues? The tissues which are found in animals, which help our different processes easier, which have some specialized cell, they all are considered to be animal tissue. The first animal tissue which we are going to discuss, that is epithelial tissue. And in epithelial tissue you can see the subparts. The type of epithelial tissues are squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, then glomerular means in the form of columns, then ciliated, and the last one is stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Okay, so epithelial tissue, we can say these are the protective covering of tissues that are separated from underlying tissue by fibrous basement, okay, membrane. So always grow on other tissue, such type of epithelial tissue. They are simple also, means having one type of layer, and they are stratified also, having many layers of cell. What are the characteristics? They are tightly packed cells forming a continuous sheet, and almost they have no intercellular space. Okay, so dear students, I have prepared this thing for you people. You can take screenshot also of it, and all the things are at one place I have managed for you people. And what are the location for this epithelial tissue? Skin, inner lining of our mouth, blood vessels, alveoli, sorry, where alveoli are present, they are present on the lungs, inside the lungs, and their alveoli are the site of site for exchange of gases. Then kidney tubules also we can see easily, epithelial tissue. Okay, so I think the epithelial tissue, the simplest tissue present in the animal tissues, among the animal tissues, are clear to you. So next of the things we are going to cover in our next video. In our next video, we are going to cover different type of these epithelial tissues, and we will discuss their locations present in our body. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.